What's up, Internet? Welcome back to Blueprints. In the last episode, we did our absolute damnedest to try to get further into the tunnel, as well as a host of other weird revelations. Like, I think I figured out that the castle code is actually starts with some Roman numerals. So we have a host of a little bit of everything. But you know the first thing I'm about to do, actually, and that did work with the key card. That's excellent. Okay. The first thing I'm doing, absolutely, is going out to the tunnel and seeing what the hell's going on over here. I'm hoping it gives us some sigil information, but I'm starting to lose hope that that's what this is. And conversely, getting more hope that it's something completely different, which is crazy. So if we don't, if there's still not a huge thing in here, we'll try to go and change course and do some sigil stuff today, because I think I can do at least one of them. Okay, all of the wonderful doors we've passed. Oh boy. Okay, so in the last episode we did try to turn this on with no avail, apparently. That's interesting. Okay. Where is this? Where is this routed to? If it's not the box in the boiler room, where is this supposed to be routed to? Oh, shit. Okay, well, that was more anticlimactic than I expected, but I'm glad I didn't make that the end of the last episode, because that would have been fucking disappointing. Yeah, so that's a bust for now. I don't have an answer for that fully, but in the meantime, I'm going to go down to the basement and do exactly what I said I was going to do. Sigil time! I will be on the lookout now, though, for anything that indicates that red box wire path. I mean, this is the thing about now having seen all rooms in the game, right? Like, it's now a known quantity. In terms of like what rooms are still exist. The only things that we haven't seen are stuff like deep in the mansion, like the stuff in the basement, right? So that's curious for sure. Like, there's nothing in here, right? And this is now just open. Yeah, we didn't actually even figure this out at all with the number thing. Got very confused now that I remember that. All right. Also been a minute since I've been in here. We haven't gone down here since we came back to the game. And actually, now that I check this, did I just fuck it up? Or, wait, hold on. Does the boiler room have to be active in the house for that to work? It might have to be. Okay, maybe I'm not going to overthink this. Let's try to get boiler room in the house. I think that that's a totally valid read on what we have to do. Yeah, I don't want to make a rookie mistake there. I'm glad I checked this, though, because that door should open. It absolutely should be open. Okay, so we're here. Arch areas. We know a lot about arch areas. In fact, we probably know enough to do this. That's the one I've been saying I should know. The only thing I'm going to do is just pull up a quick screenshot for me about the pages from the sigils book, because I don't have the transportation all written down for the dividing lines. Okay, so real quick, I'm going to write this down. So 8 rays is naval, like seaports, etc. 4 on diagonals is roads, carriages. I'm just going to draw this one, is horseback. The 3 that we used for Arinda Ares is trains. The one that looks kind of like a sun rising is aviation. flat is camels or desert. And the one that we use for Vera, which is going to be probably unique to itself, is turtle travel. So that's 7, which means that at least one of those is shared, I think. And then I'm just going to rewrite it because I have it. For the weather, straight is no crazy weather. The thing that looks like a telephone pole is foggy. Wavy is heat. 3 close-knit lines is rainy. Jagged is stormy, which we'll be using for arch areas. Array dotted is snow. And the curved is windy. Okay. And I think that's it. And I have the other stuff. So industrial is the dot with the square in it. Or sorry, a square with a dot in it. So let's start there. Oh, that was it. Okay, never mind. Well, what's the stuff that actually turns multiple things at a time? Because we should actually start there. What is this? This is changing the transport. So I'm looking for that one, right? Aviation. We know that they use blimps. Okay, so if that's correct, let's change the color to yellow, which is the wavy lines. Not that wavy. I think it's the one that I had. Yeah, that's yellow. We'll change the symbol out to be the square. Okay, so first, all of the pieces. Color is yellow. Symbol is industrial. The rays indicate aviation, and the weather is, we're gonna have to change. It's the jagged one. That's stormy. So now I just have to change the color back to its correct. Come on. Oh, god damn it. Okay. The only thing I can think of is maybe their transportation isn't trains. Or sorry, maybe it's not aviation. Maybe it's just roads. So let's go there. Is it still correct? Okay, so I just have to check I'm gonna check the tape a little bit on color. No, that's the right color if it's yellow. Is it orange though? Is that what I'm having wrong? Let's, I mean, I might as well try it. No. Now let's just try that, but with, oh shit, that's the one I don't want to have to do again. Okay. That's camel, right? No. That's horseback. That's trains. That's aviation. But now the color's wrong. So hold on. No, that's not it. And it's definitely not the yellow. This. Shit. Okay. I truly don't know what I'm getting wrong there because all the information is so much there. Let's go with nuance because this is another one we might know. So nuance, its color is green. I think that's decently obvious. Which is the, like, shaded color. Okay. I don't know how much other stuff I have. The moat is going to be the hard part here. Because we know they're air travel. So let's do that. Okay. So color is correct. That's correct. It looks like it's fair weathered. Right? That stamp didn't make it look like it was anything. Maybe it's windy? That's the only thing I can think of that it could be. And then let's take a look at what all of our symbols are. So we have tribal, agricultural, martial, spiritual, poetic, academic. It feels like it should be agricultural, shouldn't it? Which is the leaf symbol. That's spiritual. That's poetic. That's tribal. Oh no, what was that? I just wrote it wrong. Okay. Green, aviation, agricultural, fair weather. Okay. Happy with that. That's fine. Let's just change the... We're going to change it to windy because it's blimps. That's not windy. That's heat. That's snow. That's wind. Oh, was that right? Hold on. Okay, so green, agricultural, windy, aviation. Fuck! Okay, the only other thing I can think of is symbol-wise is it's wrong, because that's the one thing that we kind of are guessing on. Maybe it's... Is it also, like, industrial? It's not metropolitan, that's for sure. That's academic. That's gonna be Costa Rica. Didn't work. It's not spiritual. And it's not poetic. It didn't let me try tribal because it clicked it, but let's try tribal. Why not? I don't really have any other thing for it. Tribal? Nope. Okay. Yeah, this is continuing to be a puzzle that I truly don't understand. And that's frustrating. Okay, so let's go with our goal. Let's just try to get boiler room and see if that helps. Because we couldn't get outside the last time we had boiler room. So let's just see if that works for us. And we can continue that path. Sigils are hard. We always knew they were going to be hard just based off how they're positioned in the game. But I'm starting to feel like it's just unfair. Like there's so much information and so many places you could go to get that information. It's just a little wild. All right, we're going to actually just go up through the house to do this. Hello, elevator. Up we go. I think this is maybe one of the first times I've done this. I haven't really done the go in through the bottom. I know some people do this more often if their foundation is more north, I would assume. I've seen rumblings that that's something that people will do. Because that was when I first drafted the foundation. People were saying it's a bad placement, and I was like, wait, bad placement? I thought it was always supposed to be here. That opened a can of worms. But yeah, so boiler room. That's what I need. I need a boiler room. Let's try to connect ourselves down to the bottom of the house, because that would be a travesty if I could not. Actually, a good hallway there. Commissary. Chapel's fine there. Classroom, nursery, hallway. Yeah, just in case I don't actually use... Alright, I'm not able to get back to the entrance hall. That's a nice place. Let's go with hallway closet, so that made it worth that. Running shoes, a gem, and the metal detector. Pretty good start. Running shoes are going to be helpful, because I feel like we're going to be running out of steps. So we're back. We've made it. Drafting studio. Corridor is the right move here, I think. And then to the right. Rumpus room. Let's go with the storeroom. Pick up all of our little resources. So we're pretty kitted out. That's a good thing. We just need to get to boiler room with having enough steps on the clock to go down there. And maybe the more we draft mechanical rooms, we have a better chance of it. So let's try that. Experiment setup. Set your dice to 2. Gain a star. Add 3 aquariums. These aren't the best. Set your dice to 2 for each bedroom. Yeah, sure. Not as helpful round, but that's okay. We've had some really good ones recently, so. Security. Okay, so my theory is holding about the mechanical room sweep. Oh, and we actually could turn that up. Because we have keycard. Okay, out we go. Alright. Casino break room. Break room's great. That turns us in the right direction. Gives us a lot more options to play with. Alright, let's take a look. Okay, so double 1 is 2. Double 1, 2 plus 6 is 13. Uh-oh, what did I do? 2. 6 plus 2. I did it again. Same puzzle. Why is that screwing me up? Okay. Ignore this. 1 plus 12 is 13 times 1 is 13. Keys. Okay. And out we go. Parlor, secret passage. Well, secret passage has to be it, or else we're gonna lose out. Key on the ground. Lots of keys. Less gems. Let's go with a store. Maybe I can get... It would be great if I could get Mount Holly gift shop here, actually. And of course I can. Okay. Yeah, that's the right answer. It's just placed right. Pantry, hallway, parlor. Parlor would be nice. Let's try to get the prize here. And then utility closet, nursery. Nursery's actually really nice, but it does spend a gem that I don't really have. Let's just go with utility closet. Let's get the dead end out of the way. How many dead ends do I have? 1, 2, 3. Right now, just 3. But that's not bad. I'm always just trying to be on the lookout for a run that could be our dead end run, but I think we have to kind of plan for it. There's so many things that I'd have to do. Okay, this statement matching this statement. The statement matching this statement is on a box containing gems. The statement matching this statement is on a completely true box. The statement matching this statement is true. Oh, another key. Wow. The statement matching this statement is on a completely true box. Well, if they match each other, I guess that could be two completely true boxes. What would that mean? That would mean this one is a complete false. The statement matching this statement is true. The statement matching this statement is on a box containing gems. Aren't they? Wouldn't that have to be a lie? Because if they both have that statement, then they both have gems, which is bullshit. So both of these are lying in some form, so this one's the fully true one. The statement matching the statement is true. Is here. The statement matching this statement is on a completely true box. Statement matching the statement is on a box containing. I think it's here, oddly. I think I might have fucked this up, but yeah, okay. Well, I tried, guys. I tried. All right, so let's get out of the gutters here. Let's make our way out and through security. Yeah, those puzzles are brutal. Bedroom is really nice there, actually. All right, let's go boiler room. Go check. Hallway is pretty good. Observatory could be great. I might take a risk. Because we're so high on stars that what do we got? We got gem. Yeah, there we go. Everything's 50% off. We got more gems. Apple's extra delicious. We got a key. Yeah, that was really worth doing. Okay, so we have all our gems we'll need back. We have keys up the motherfucker. Less exciting option there. Let's go with core yard. At least we have the chance of getting something. Of course, this time we do not. All right, we're going to have to turn... Yeah, that'll have to be what we do. Dining room. Grabbing lunch. Going north. Maybe we could duck back down here. Veranda. Conference room. Her ladyship's chamber. Conference room is fine. I don't really want to burn the veranda stuff, even though that's always been really nice. Classroom, bunk room, boudoir. If there are exactly... There's only one. That's annoying. Alright, so we're going boudoir. We'll just get 2 extra gems and then move on. Alright. Is there something else? Oh yeah, look at the coin. Okay. Odd setup so far, but we're all in service of one singular room, which shouldn't be surprising at this point. Freezer is fun, but not what I need. I need more doors. I need more doors! And to do that, crafting studio workshop. I'm just filling out the mechanarium rooms again. Okay, keep it going. Foyer, planetarium. Foyer is pretty good there, actually. For both practical reasons and for drafting reasons. The pool. Yeah, let's do pool. Because we'll see what it gives us here. Have the keys for sure to burn. Now we have gems to burn. I have dice, which is great. I could start re-rolling if I really feel so inclined to do so. All right. Coat check patio. Yeah, let's do patio. That's fine. Ballroom, rumpus room, sauna. Let's just do the sauna. We might as well take it. Is there a gem in there? There is a gem in there. Look at that. Okay. So I'm going to use my dice up here as I'm seeing more opportunities. Oh, I don't have a shovel. Interesting. I thought I did. Okay. Use. Crafting studio, spare bedroom, kitchen. Let's... I want to turn left. I don't know why I feel like I can't do boiler room on the edges, but I feel like that's true. I don't feel like I've ever drafted boiler room on the edges of the house. Let's go passageway. And now I'm going to hope that I can get boiler room here. Let's redraw. Come on, game. Spare bedroom is fine. How about here? Throne room. Oh, all these are goofy as shit. We're gonna redraw. Hallway? Sure. This might be a bust, and I'm hoping it's not, but... Commissary. Drawing room. Drawing room I can redraw. That's at least helpful there. And I get my gem back. Lots of keys, but I'm glad I had them. Throne room. Let's redraw. I really want to check this fucking walk-in closet. Let's redraw again. Boiler room. There it is. Excellent. Okay. We did in fact do it. So that's now on. That red box is now on. Let's just keep trying stuff, I guess. There's not really much to try. I mean, yeah, there's planetarium, but that's not going to help me. And I can go to the left side. But I feel like that's not necessary. Okay, so I have red box active. So let's go now down all the way back to the tunnel. I mean, that's it, right? And this will be an interesting test. Like, does the tunnel, or is the boiler room, does that only work when it's active? Oh, I love that, actually. Just gives us a couple more steps. Why not? We haven't seen morning room in forever, too. Also, library. Again, still calling it out. Have not seen library in ages. Haven't seen it. And that is agnostic from the fact that I have not played the game in a minute. We're going to eat that now, too, just in case we go on a full freaking adventure down there. I'm fully expecting, by the way, to... I could go down through this way. I'm fully expecting to just hit another door that requires another crazy thing. Like, am I going to have to raise the water level for the next door? Like, that's kind of a ridiculous idea, but at the same time, I don't think it's totally unfounded. Like, this game has done weirder things. Like, do I have to lower the aquarium water level by 4 in order to get into this room? There's so many just really odd, strange things I could do that affect, because there's so many systems working simultaneously in this game. It's crazy. Okay. That's interesting. All right. Okay, it's blinking. Oh, I can press it. All right. Oh, motherfuckers. Okay, so what does this mean for us? This means I need to get a torch, which means, of course, I could have used the armory. Oh, shit, but this isn't going to stay on. So how do I make... I forget. How do you make the burning torch? It's magnifying glass and... what? Which I don't have, but I could. Did I use the outer... I didn't use the outer room yet today. With any luck, I might be able to get a trading post and work with that. Let's see if that's possible. I'm not done yet. Not giving up. Because if I have to go through and get boiler room every single time, this is going to be a really rough run. Trading post. Okay, let's see what I could do here. Key card for silver key. Sleeping mask. Magnifying glass. Excellent. Okay, that will help. Oh, battery pack for magnifying glass. No, that's the better trade. Sleeping mask for magnifying glass. Yes, absolutely. Okay. So now I forget just what the recipe is, but I think I have it, don't I? Isn't it just the battery and the magnifying glass? I have workshop too, right? Yeah. It's all the way back up there, but it is there. Let's go up and try some stuff out. Did I open that up? No, I did not. Secret garden. I'd have to hope that even the ones that I thought would lock in the tunnel didn't. So maybe that boiler room door will stay open. I just have to hope, kind of, because otherwise, as I said, this is going to be a little bit more of a brutal run than maybe anticipated. Let's also see what we got up here, if I can even continue. Yeah, sure. Okay, let's see. What do I get? Magnifying glass plus battery pack. Burning glass. Excellent. Can light candles and ignite fuses. All right, back outside. Here we go. How many steps? Oh, I have a lot of steps. Maybe we should... I almost am worried about drafting more, because if I need some crazy room, I want to know what room that is, but I feel like there's only so much I can do at this point. Music room, coat check. See, now that's an interesting idea. I'm going to draft that. I think that's a really smart move, personally. Because if there's something I have to save, but I'm halfway there on it, I'm going to keep it. I'll come back in the house and keep it. Right now, it would be the burning glass, but I don't know. What I need to do is go back to the tomb, actually. Now that I remember, there's all that... I think wasn't there a letter completely written in Arajan somewhere in there? That might be helpful to figure out what our last word is. God knows if I'm going to be able to translate it, but at least it would be something. Okay. This is so silly, but it is fun. Okay. Opened. Here we go. How many more doors? Hello. Okay, we got another microchip situation. So we're running back, but this one we know how to do. This one is fully understandable. That might be the... No, I don't want to ever say it's the last door. They're all crazy. Every single one of these doors has been crazier than the last. The last one is going to ask us what the 8 realm sigils are, and then we're going to then I'm really going to get angry. I've put that into the universe. I'm sorry, because of course that's going to be what they're going to ask us to do now. It's going to ask us to perfectly draft a room 45 and all that. Okay, so that's now going to close. That's fine. That room is basically dead to us. All right. Let's go to the tunnel, shall we? Yeah, that PC I want to do more stuff with. I want to try to see if there's more stuff to look at in that, because I feel like there's so much lore there, but I don't know. I don't think there's anything relevant to what we're doing currently. I don't know. There's so much shit. So much all the time. Casually running. Hey, at least it's his estate now. Simon doesn't have to feel scared that anybody's coming to take his inheritance. He's fully here, fully doing it. Okay. Music cues. Maybe we're close. Oh, baby. Okay, what do I do with this? All right, I've officially reached the end game. I think that's what this is. I think this is literally, because look at what it asked us to do to get here. It asked us to have all 3 microchips, which require that we know how to decipher a new clue, right? It asked us to be able to craft an invention or get a torch. It asked us to know how to do the boiler room thing, which if we know how to do this, that means we also know how to do the reservoir thing. So it's subtly as this game can be, it's subtly saying these are all the checks that this game has to figuring out what this is. So what that means is that door is going to be unlocked by something that we have to do in the end game, which I have no idea how to do yet. That's exciting. But also annoying. How the hell do I not know how to do something yet? I have to assume that the last thing is going to be in room 46. That the end of the game is us figuring out the sigils, therefore figuring out the postcards, therefore figuring out the order in which he went to this trip. We put that into the board. Something happens in room 46. It reveals something that relates to us being blueprints, etc. We get in that room. And that's it. Okay. I don't know where else to go. I guess I could attempt more sigil stuff, but it's one of those things where it's like, how much is that going to help? I'm so stuck on that. So stuck. But we might as well try. It's just because there's so little information that's just in one place. And this is what I've said about the Orinda Ares one, where we keep seeing the Orinda Ares symbol everywhere, but we don't see any of the other stuff, right? Like that. Why don't we have that for 3 of the other ones? Maybe we try Morajai. Let's try Morajai. Okay, so Morajai. We know it's going to be sea travel, which is great. We know it's probably white based on the colors that we have left. So white is not that. It's that. Yes. That's white. Okay. It's sea travel based. So let's... Oh, shit. I don't know if... Maybe we try windy again. Why not? Okay. Sea travel is all 8. So we have to do the 8 rays. That one's for sure. We know it's going to be all 8 rays. Okay. And then symbol. Let's turn this back to white. What do we got? Let's remind ourselves. So we have tribal, agricultural, martial, metropolitan, academic, industrial, spiritual, poetic. I feel like actually tribal might be it. If it's like very boat heavy, it could be tribal. No. Okay. I feel good about white. I feel good about the number of lines. Let's just try maybe not windy. And I'm not going to do too many guesses on this because... Oh, shit. Okay. I feel good about that. Okay, not that. So now, what other moat could it possibly be? Not agricultural. Industrial, academic, not metropolitan. Oh, you know, academic, they have the boxes. Maybe. Let's just try academic with this setup. No. All right, I'm done guessing. Yeah, I need direction on this because this is now stopping, I think, the playthrough. Me not being able to do this is really tough. And I don't know if there's stuff I haven't seen yet. This is really tough. Oh shit, I forgot I had this. Interesting. Cool, that's really helpful. All right. I am going to call it a day. I'm going to do that smartly from inside the mansion. Maybe this is a little bit of a shorter episode, but I think that that's okay. We did do some cool stuff here today. Just unsure of some stuff. And then the castle puzzle also. What to do with that, where to find the word. So I think I need to go back to the tomb is really the thing next. Like, let's see if the tomb will give us anything that I wasn't getting before. I can't get into the tomb, obviously, even if I go down through basement, through this whole area. Where am I going? I guess I could go... Yeah, I could go through foundation. That's probably faster. Yeah. I'm curious about... It's going to come down? Yes. I'm just curious about what to do. Like, where does the game want me to look next? I feel I've felt such a strong pull before. But this is the first time without, like, you know, being in the interim between beats that I really don't know what the game wants me to look at next and wants to go find. Because we've solved the sanctum keys. That seemed like the obvious thing to do. But once we've done that, I guess then the idea would be to solve the sanctum keys. But that's not necessarily true. The game hasn't given us a lot of information to be able to do that. All right, we're calling it a day here. Thank you so much for watching. We're rambling a little bit at the end of the episode, but I think it's important to talk it out. Yeah. Well, we'll be back fresh and bright on the next one. Please give this video a like and subscribe if you want to see future episodes, and we'll catch you on the next one. Bye-bye, everybody.